as far as the proudest moments in ASI, actually, it's right now. The legacy of ASI is one of innovation.
What really has made ASI what ASI is today are the people. Going back to its very beginning, people who are committed, people who are dedicated, people who are competent.
We didn't consider anything else. It just kind of happened. We were both working at Douglas Aircraft Reproduction Department, and Hanley was lead man, and I was the lead man of the day shift. And Hanley was working with somebody, and somehow my brother and this guy started the business. After about 3 months, Hanley decided this guy wasn't going to do anything, so he kind of asked me to join him, which I did. That's kind of how it started. We didn't have much money to begin with. And we started in a store called 1508 2nd Street. It was about 300 square feet. Rubber stamps was because of Westwood Office Supply, and we could get their business. We had a friend, his name was Bob McAvoy, worked for Westwood Office Supply, and he said we could get all the Westwood Office Supply business making rubber stamps. At the time, we were 23, so we thought it was an interesting thing to do. We were both working, and then we were doing rubber stamp business in the daytime. And then I was asked to leave Douglas because I was printing some forms for the rubber stamp business, and I got caught. It didn't take much money to start, it was less than $1,000. We got the money from bowling. We were both hustling bowling at the time, and Hanley had won some tournaments and some sweepers, and I had won some money also, so it's true. That's what we used to start. Hanley and I were both hustlers, and that's what we kind of did. So it happened. One of the things that we tried to do with any of the products that we had was to be proprietary. We called it letter line. They were individual letters, and they had ways that you could space it together. Well, Letraset got wind of that, and they said they were going to sue us because it was violating their brand, their name, Letrasign. And we said, well, no, that's not right. So actually, we sued them first, but it never really got to a lawsuit because about that time we got together with Healy and started talking about the possibilities of working together.
There were really three very special events. The first was when I actually met Hanley Bloom in January of '77. Letraset was having a big event in LA, and Hanley came up to me and described the need for a Letraset product that was still under wraps, and I was curious how he found out about it, and he handed me his card. And I looked at it and I said, "We're suing you." And indeed we were. I had met him some months earlier at an art materials trade show, and they had a product called Letterline that they were marketing that was directly competing with Letraset's Letrasign. So we were suing them for trademark infringement. He followed up on that by saying, yes, but let's not let that get in the way of things. And it didn't. We went on to do great things together. Well, I think the real legacy of ASI is that it has achieved and continues to achieve what Hanley and Stanley envisioned, and that is that it's a truly national architectural sign company with a serious commitment to both integrity and quality of product. The next big event was in 1988. I closed on the acquisition of ASI Corporate. There had been a lot of problems with Hanley and Stanley's financial situation, and there was a lot of uncertainty in the network. I put together a group of investors to buy them out. So that was a major turning point. I think if that deal had not happened, ASI Corporate may have well gone bankrupt that year. And the other one was the owners' meeting in Calding to celebrate the Modulex and ASI deal, which put the network on a completely new footing and a more solid foundation. And the third big event, of course, is my sale of the company in 1993 to Modulex.
From day one, when Hanley and Stanley Bloom founded the company, other franchisees into the network, the Modulex Group, the relationship with Meartech, the staff at corporate. It's all about people. It's a spirit of teamwork, people willing to do whatever it takes. Our franchisees are folks out there in the field doing a really tough job. It's not easy to be out there trying to sell signs around the country. The respect and the regard I have for them, the admiration I have for them, for their accomplishment, there's no words to express exactly how I feel about them and about their accomplishments.
I would say the one defining moment of the ASI and the real strength of ASI was when Hanley and Stanley, with the help of Drew Dodenhoff, established the franchise or affiliate network. That gave us a local base and gave us the attention to the local market that really distinguished us at the time and continues to distinguish us. The historical moment, I think, that is very significant in the history of ASI is the first owners meeting in 1983, Partners in Growth, the Pigs. And what was announced at that meeting was the fact that we had a very strong corporate identity, we had strong collateral, at that time a printed catalog, and we were ready to go out to market. The only thing we lacked was a training program, which I later participated in.
Two people had a significant impact on me during my relationship with ASI and Modulex. The first person is Finn Drachman, who was the president of Modulex at the time of the acquisition.
Selwyn, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I would like to congratulate ASI management and employees. I must say that the 12 years with ASI was the most exciting and interesting years in my whole business career. I really enjoyed working together with ASI Corporate and the affiliates. In my opinion, a very professional team. So again, my congratulations to all of you, and I wish you all the best for the next 50 years.
I learned so much from Finn about management, and specifically what he taught me was the ability to make a decision. Finn's philosophy was that a bad decision is better than no decision at all. And I've taken that message and really tried to live by that philosophy, that when there's a decision to be made, it needs to be made. You can't procrastinate. You are going to make some bad decisions, but at the end of the day, as long as you make more good decisions than bad decisions, you're going to be just fine. The second person that influenced me very significantly was Rob Bodegom out of the Modulex office.
Hey Selwyn,
How are you?
I'm fine. There is a very strong emotion on my side. When we got the announcement in Europe that ISI and Modulex would be close partners in becoming the biggest sign company all over the world, thus be able to serve on a worldwide base design offices, architects, and huge customers.
Bringing ASI and Mirtec together has been just an amazing journey. The confidence that Mirtec has placed in ASI and the confidence that ASI has placed in Mirtec has been extremely rewarding.
Hi.
Manishma.
Wow, I feel proud of the collaboration with so many people on the net, and as you all know, every affiliate is different, with another personality and with other needs, and we try to do our best. I'm very proud of the relationship, and that we consider each other as not only as partner, as family.
Probably the key moment in my history with ASI started in 2008. As many of you all know, I'm a relatively newcomer to this company, and in 2008 had sat down with Modulex and had negotiated a letter of intent to buy the franchisor. And that was a process that was really significant in my life, because I had been with some larger organizations prior to that, And this was really the first time that I was really kind of setting out on my own. But with a fresh new agreement, where the ink had hardly dried, I jumped on a plane and flew out to Santa Barbara, where I was going to attend the first, national sales meeting that would give me an opportunity to meet a lot of the owners that are here in the group today. Our vision for the future is one that is going to build off of the many strengths that we've brought to the table to this date. But it is to continue on down the road of design build, pushing strongly in that direction, adding new resources to really supplement what we already do in design build. Some of the exciting announcements that you'll hear about our configurator will be additional elements that will feed into that move towards increased design build capabilities. And as we look forward and really try to see down the road, we need to lead the charge into the digital sign space.